with author and jewelry designer Erin Siegel, and I love these knotted earrings, Erin. They're so pretty.
Thanks so much, Katie.
Yeah, tell us what we need to know to get started.
Okay, so what we have here is I work with Irish wax linen cord, and we have a 33 millimeter brass ring.
Okay.
And that's all you need to start. And then what I do is I measure about 3 inches down the end of the cord, and I fold it over. And I take the ring and put the cord behind the ring, and then each end of the cord is going to go through. Yeah.
Great.
And
this is a fun way to bring some fibers into your I mean, it kind of has a wire-wrapped look, but with knotting, I love it.
Yeah, that's right. I know, I totally agree with that. So that's a lark's head knot, but it's a little different because you've got a short piece
and a long piece.
And the long piece.
Okay.
So then what I do with the short piece is I just do an overhand knot, and I do that right up against the lark's head knot. And this is just the ending.
Okay.
And I'm going to trim that off. And I leave maybe about 1/8 of an inch on the end there, and just
for Bohemian effect.
That's right. Yeah, just let it fray and just let it show there, because I think it adds to the whole look.
Well, you definitely know it's handmade.
That's right. And then what we want to do is do what's called a half hitch knot. So the cord would go behind the loop, through the ring, and then through the loop of linen.
I love using macrame techniques with modern, contemporary-looking jewelry, too.
Absolutely. I really, really enjoy the knotting. And then what you would do is just knot your first bead. And I'm using these little 4 millimeter glass beads, turquoise bead here.
Okay.
And what you would do is then you would do 3 half hitch knots after the bead.
To secure it into place on the ring?
That's correct, yes.
All right.
So you would do that's 1. And then 2.
And you could use different weights of cord too with this type of project.
Yeah. This is a 4-ply Irish wax linen cord that I use for most of what I do. I use the 4-ply, but you can also get it in 2-ply and 3-ply, and it comes in all kinds of different thicknesses. So once you've done that and you've gone all the way around the ring, you'll have something that looks like this. And then what you want to do is just end the same way that you started.
With the
overhand knot right against your last knot, your last half hitch knot there. And trim it.
And I can see you left a little space there between the beads.
That's right. That's just to leave a little space for your beaded link that you're going to put on. And then you put your ear wire onto there. So I'll show. So what I'm using here is a brass head pin and a 6 millimeter turquoise bead. And we're just making a simple loop here, so what I do is I just bend over my finger there.
Okay.
And use the round nose pliers. And we want to make a loop that's a little larger to go around this ring, so you want to come down on your pliers a bit there and make a larger loop.
Yeah. So you have a loop on each end of your pin.
That's right, yeah.
That makes a great little hanger, and you could put a larger bead there too, or a small. If you wanted to match the 4 millimeters, you could do that. Or I think it looks great with the 6 and 4s together.
I do too. Yeah, a little bit of variation in the size there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's what you would do there, and then you would just attach your ear wire to your top loop there.
These are quick and easy.
Yeah,
well, what do you do with these green ones?
Okay, for the green ones, it's a little bit different with the knotting. I think there's my cord there, thank you. And so it starts the same way. I always start these earrings the same way, where I measure about 3 inches down the cord, and I make a fold, and then I do a lark's head knot onto the ring here.
All right.
So you'd put one strand. I always kind of do one strand at a time here, because they're uneven. Yeah, they're uneven there. So then what you would do is, instead of doing that knot like we did with the short piece, we would actually string a bead onto this one.
Oh, so the bead goes onto your short strand.
That's right, for this one, yeah. And you string it on, and then you want to tie an overhand knot right after the bead. just
Okay.
like this over, and then you want to get as close to the bead as you can.
So you're really holding it in place.
Yeah.
So the
Sometimes I
beaded
even,
parts become part of the fringe then this time.
that's right.
So they're a little
yeah.
more dangly too.
And then you would do those half hitches again with your long piece.
So
And
bringing it through the end.
yeah, bring the end through the loop that you made. Okay, it goes behind, the cord goes behind the ring,
Yep.
through the ring, and then through the loop. That's how you do the half hitch knot.
And if you wanted to cover more area on the ring, you could just add more half hitches, right?
That's right. I love using the half hitch, and it's a great knotting technique to embellish anything, a ring,
Yeah, it becomes
anything.
a decorative element.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you add the next bead?
So then you would, once you've got all your half hitches on there, then you just string another bead, another 6mm bead here. This time I'm using the 6mm.
And do you do an overhand that?
That's right, yes. Another overhand knot right up against that last bead there.
And, okay, so how do you add the next section?
So you would just take the same piece of cord that you were working with and just make another beaded section that's the same right next to it.
So like we just did, you just repeat.
That's right.
Oh,
Just
well, let's
repeat.
take a look at the finished ones. These are so pretty, Erin.
Thank you so much.
Really great idea for macrame. Thank you.